Hello everyone, Marcus here, and today I'm going to do a quick impressions video of Sword Art Online Season 2, Episode 4, GGO. Let's get this started. Overall, I found this episode to be just plain old fun. We get to start things off by seeing the transition between Kirito from real world to virtual reality where he kind of left off in the last episode, and we get to see what happens when he sees his new character model, who is kind of a girl. Well, let's just say it's not a girl, it just looks like a girl. So I guess the best phrase for this would be, well, I'll let General Akbar take care of this.
It's a trap!
Anyhow, we then get to see him go around town trying to find his way, even though it's kind of a little tricky for him since he's used to a fantasy world and the whole realistic kind of gruff cyberpunk era that he's in is a bit alien to him and he's not sure where everything is, as we'd all be in a new video game. But anyhow, as he's exploring, he ends up finding Sinon, who kind of takes a liking to him in a bit, just because she thinks he's a girl. And even though he realizes this, he kind of just lets it go for now, since it's to his advantage, and I can kind of see why he'd do that, although I think we all know what's going to end up happening just because of that effect. Eventually, we all know it's probably going to end up getting revealed that he's actually a guy, and it's probably going to be in the worst possible situation. Hint, hint. Anyhow, so as the episode continued, we got to see him trying to shop around for some gear and stuff, because he's kind of only got the starting equipment. While he's looking around, he finds out he needs a little bit more money to get really anything of value, so he decides to take up a small game where he's supposed to cross from one area of the field to another against gunfire that's coming from the other side, and he actually succeeds in beating the game, even though apparently it's rigged and kind of a bit of a cheat. So he managed to get the whole prize pool of roughly 300,000 credits, which ends up being to his benefit since now he can get some pretty sweet gear. He buys a beam saber, as they call it in this game, although really it's a lightsaber, laser sword, whatever you want to call it. So he gets one of those, which kind of reduces his machine or money pool, so to speak, so he can't really get anything else aside from a pistol and maybe some ammunition and armor or something like that, which, while interesting, I do kind of find it weird that, well, this kind of was weird in the night novels, but anyhow, I'm going to bring a knife to a sword fight, and we all know, since this is Kirito, of course, that's going to work out very, very well for him. Well, anyhow, after the whole situation, everybody realized that, holy mackerel, we got like 10 minutes, we got to get there as soon as humanly possible. So they end up having to do a mad rush to get there, Kirito feeling guilty and all that, because he managed to distract her from something that's pretty important to her. But they managed to make it in time, I think. At the end of the episode, they just kind of leave it off with them riding on a motorcycle buggy or something like that, and they're trying to get to the thing, and it looks like they're having a blast. Honestly, it really does make me want to try out some racing games when I get my Oculus Rift DK2. But anyhow, overall, the episode was just kind of a blast to watch, in all truth. I mean, it wasn't nothing really progressed. It wasn't showing us anything very, very significant. It's just basically introducing us to Kirito being in GGO, which, for an episode titled GGO, seems rather fitting. Well, everyone, this has been my impressions of Sword Art Online 2, Episode 4, GGO. This has been Marcus, logging out.